Your Royal Highness, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the next program will be the reporting of the 2023 Princess Mahajagri Award recipients. What they will present or report to Your Royal Highness, it will be the activities that they have done after they received an award, their inspiration, and their future plan. The presentation will be grouped in 5 groups according to their area of expertise, such as special education, mathematics, science education, school management, and community engagement. The first group will be from Singapore, Mrs. Penny Chong. Ms. Penny is the resource person for students with visual impairment in Singapore.
A very good morning, Your Royal Highness, members of the PMCA Foundation, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I am Penny from Singapore, and I am very honored to be back in Thailand to present my report to Your Royal Highness in person. First, let me talk about my learning in 2024 after receiving the award. I am extremely grateful to have the opportunity to attend the National Federation of the Blind Convention in Orlando this year. It has always been my greatest dream to participate in one of the largest gatherings of blind people coming together to share and learn from one another. This experience further strengthened my conviction and belief that with proper training and opportunities, blind people can lead fulfilling lives and be active contributors to society. I also visited the Florida School for the Deaf and Blind and learned about the school's support, structure, and programs which enable their students to excel in both academic and in sports. This rich learning will certainly propel me forward to explore more opportunities to equip, enable, and empower my students with visual impairment, in short, VI. Now I'd like to share about the activities that I embarked in 2024. This year, my students study a business subject called Elements of Business Skills. I introduced a business enterprise project for them to run. They had to plan and execute the business venture with their sighted peers from the after-school engagement team. Let's listen to my students' reflections.
After I finished selling the snack, I felt that I had accomplished in selling off everything and did not have anything left in the box. I am grateful to those who supported us to make this experience a success.
This experience made me step out of my comfort zone as I had to talk to a lot of people, which is my nightmare. Surprisingly, after I got used to it, I started enjoying the experience. After I sold my first batch of snacks, I felt accomplished.
For the first few hours, I felt very nervous as I was afraid of giving the customers the wrong product or charging them wrongly. But with the guidance of my buddy, I managed to be more familiar with where all the products are located and charge them accordingly. Overall, I think that this was a really good experience.
My students learned to step out of their comfort zone and gain confidence in speaking to their customers, whereas the sighted students learned and demonstrated inclusive communication. I also worked with my team to revise our daily living skills module to a more concise one. I strongly believe that my students must be equipped with simple food preparation skills to foster greater independence. I myself love to cook, and I hope my students will one day be able to cook for themselves and for their families too. My school's 3E approach to inclusivity, equip. This year, one of my students, Yi Chen, participated in an overseas immersion program with his sighted peers to Makassar, Indonesia. Discussions were held to ensure that Yi Chen was able to participate fully in the program. And able, I continue to work with my colleagues to ensure that my students can safely take part in our school's signature program called the Outdoor Learning Experience. Empower. The immersion program to Makassar empowered my student to experience the same opportunities as his sighted peers, fostering greater independence and confidence. I worked with my team to prepare and submitted documents to the Ministry of Education Singapore for recruitment purposes. And I also organized a professional development learning journey for my school staff who has never been to Dialogue in the Dark Singapore. This is important for the sighted staff to understand and be able to empathize with their students and colleagues with visual impairment. My future plans. Firstly, I hope to bring my students for a school exchange program so that their minds can be open to how other people with VI in other countries learn and lead independent lives. Secondly, I will continue to look out for workshops and programs for my students to build on and build up their skills, confidence, and independence. Lastly, I hope to attend a training program with the Louisiana Center for the Blind and be able to share my knowledge and experience with my colleagues and students when I return. Nothing is impossible. Dream big, and there will always be paths open for us to achieve our potentials. Your Royal Highness, I've come to the end of my report. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Penny. And we will also keep your mindset that saying is nothing is impossible, and as well as her strategies with the 3 E's. One is equipped, empower, and enable. So that is Miss Penny Chong, the teacher of the resource person teachers for visually impaired students from Singapore. The next group will be the group of teachers whose area of expertise is in English. The second group consists of first, Mr. Erwan from Brunei Darussalam, second, Ms. Haris Dayani from Indonesia, and third, Ms. Ai So Win from Myanmar.
Very good morning, Your Royal Highness, Princess Mahachakri Sarindon, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great honor and privilege that I stand before you today. We are gathered here to celebrate the remarkable achievements and contributions of educators who have dedicated their lives to shaping the future of our children. Okay, here is my table contents, my activities after receiving the award last year. I would like to begin with the early childhood project I started in May this year. Play is a fundamental aspect of learning that supports children's physical, emotional, social, and cognitive development. According to many studies, play is crucial for brain structure and functioning, facilitating synapse connections and improving brain plasticity. It also supports developmental milestone and mental health. So here is a picture of where we start the designing ECE learning spaces in our preschool building. And as a result, Your Royal Highness, here is the gardening and picnic area. Our fun area is all about play and creativity. It includes various structures and open spaces where children can let their imagination run wild. Next is the classroom. Student works are appreciated and showcased on every corner of the classroom, as you can see from the pictures. We also designed a mini library for preschoolers to read. We are committed to inclusivity in our special needs class, provide tailored support to ensure that every child can thrive. And this is the art area. Our sensory area is designed to stimulate the senses and support sensory development through interactive and engaging activities. When I was in Bangkok in the last February and March, I was invited to conduct the AFL workshop for the Bangkok English teachers. At its core, AFL is about generating meaningful feedback that students can use to improve their performance. This feedback is not just a one-way street. It's a dynamic interaction where both teachers and students engage in continuous conversation. I was also invited to lead the lesson modeling for comprehension class. Blended learning and station rotation model revolutionized comprehension instruction by integrating technology and personalized learning. So what will it be for the future plan? Develop and lead professional development workshops, such as in pedagogical techniques, technology integration, and inclusive education strategies. And I would like also to have the regional collaboration with the other PMCA recipients to bring best practices to my countries. And finally, pursue advanced certification in educational leadership and curriculum development. That's the end of my report presentation. Thank you, Your Royal Highness.
Good morning, Your Royal Highness, Princess Mahachakri Sirindon, and to all of the guests that come here. My name is Haris Dayani. I am the 5th PMCA recipient from Indonesia. Allow me to report my activities after receiving the award. After receiving the award, I share my teaching experiences and best practices with others. I did this to help improve the quality of education in my region. I started in my own school, then with other teachers and students. I also work together with the Binjai City Education Office and even at the provincial and national levels in Indonesia. First, here are some things I did for my school. I improved the school facilities. I'm grateful to PMCAF for visiting my school last year. After that, my school got permission to expand my school area. We were able to add more classrooms, which we needed because we have a lot of students, around 1,100 students. And also I used the prize from that to build a new fence for the school and to help build 5 new classrooms. For my fellow teachers, I created a learning community at my school. I helped them to get better at teaching, especially in using technology to make learning materials. I did this through coaching sessions and training. I also provided the learning community with equipment like speakers, microphones, and tools to make educational videos. The teachers can use all of this in their classrooms. And for my students, as we know that my students in my school don't get much time to learn English at school. They only have 2 hours each week. So I created a free English learning house to help them. Students can come to the English learning house at scheduled times to practice their English. I provide books, reward, a television, and internet access for them to use. Not only that, I ask my students to learn about STEM, and this is the collaboration with my friends in my school. Second, here are the activities I do for the Binjai City Education Office. Yeah, I visited schools and provided training in the city. I also help them to how to use technology in their teaching. This training uses a technology platform created by our Ministry of Education. And collaboration activities with educational offices in North Sumatra and across Indonesia. I provided aptitude tests for students. I work with a team of psychologists to provide free aptitude tests for schools that needed them. And I held a webinar with my learning community friends to hold webinar every 2 weeks. These webinars cover a variety of topics like inclusive education, assessment method, and learning materials and more. And I provided training for English teachers. I work with some foundations, education offices, and the Ministry of Education to provide training for English teachers. This training was offered both online and in person, and it was designed to be ongoing. And this is the picture. Not only that, I provide training for different areas too, like in Tanjung Balai, Medan, and now my team still currently conducting this training in Medan. So all of the reward I got from PMCA to support all of the activities. And my future plans are publishing a journal and a book on best teaching practices, and then provide Chromebooks to support technology by best learning in my class. Not only that, establish an English club extracurricular activity at school and pursue further studies at the doctoral program. I'm committed to continuously contributing to the advancement of education with collaboration tips, show respect, communicate effectively, and empower others. Thank you for your Royal Highness.
Good morning, Your Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirindon, PMCA members, teachers, and participants. Let me introduce myself. My name is Su Win, one of the 2023 PMCA recipients from Myanmar. I'm an English teacher from number 2 Basic Education High School, Lai Daya, Yangon, Myanmar. This is my school. Today, I represent about the activities I have done after receiving the award with the help and support of Your Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sirindon and PNCAF. Here are some contents of my presentation. electricity supply for two-story building, teacher learning activities, school library activities, school agricultural activities, school hall activities, extracurricular activities, and cooperating with PMCA to support to my school's needs. My first attempt is to supply electricity for two-story building. There are many benefits to my school. They are to improve well-managed water transmission system, to energize water purification system, to improve personal hygiene, and enhance hand washing facilities, cleaning toilets, sanitation, and drainage systems. My electrical workers are setting up electrical appliances in this picture for the two-story building electricity supply. The two-story building which has been electricity supply because of generous contribution of PMCA. Teaching and learning activities to enable my students to be proficient in English and always motivate them to be a lifelong learner. As the writing training process, I train my students to write different types of writings. Reading activities help them to contribute to acquire knowledge and to be a good leaders in the future. Reading activities, reading and storytelling activities. Storytelling activities help my students to be proficient in English, to improve and speak English fluently. Growing vegetables, we and my students grow vegetables to implement green and clean school. Here are some extracurricular activities. I share knowledge about drug misuse and addiction with the student. And we shall carry out the demonstration of the prevention against mosquito-borne diseases. My outstanding students, they got 6 distinctions in the matriculation examinations, including English subjects. And they go to the University of Medicine to be fulfilled with their dreams. My outstanding students, some students are keen on creating handmade accessories and weaving baskets. From Thai Embassy, the ambassador from Thai Embassy donate stationery to the students as regard their birthday of Her Royal Highness Siri Kid. Donate stationery to the students from Thai Embassy. Stationery. Giving students to the students from Thai Embassy. Donation to my school from some Thai Embassy, led by Deban, Thai Business Association member. Thank you, Deban, because of generous contribution to my school. Donating water purifier, 2 laptops, 1 projector, 1 multifunction printer, 1 generator, 30 wall fans, 1 cupboard, sport equipment, and so on. Being a PMCA teacher, I can change my students' life and have considerable improvements in my school, my students, and teacher learning process. I appreciate all of you. Thank you.
The key messages that we receive from these three teachers are equally interesting with the first group. This second group, Mr. Irvin, his key message is to play. By playing, he created an environment for his students which enabled them to grow to their maximum potential. For Ms. Haris Dayani from Indonesia, Haris Dayani, when she received an award, when she went back, she looked around. She looked around her, the school, her teacher, her students. She helped people around her, and she continued to promote herself, never stopped learning. And for Ms. Ai So Win, the quality of life for her students in Myanmar is important. So the first step she helped is the infrastructure of the school building to make sure that their students have a good infrastructure. Then she helped them with resources that they need with their learning, stationary equipment that's necessary for learning. So the key message beside those are her donation to the schools. So those are the three key messages what are the teachers from group 2 have been doing after the receiving an award. Now the third group area of expertise is in mathematics. And the third group consists of first Mr. Saiful Nizam from Malaysia and second Ms. Chakriya from Cambodia.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning, Your Royal Highness Princess Mahachakri Sri Lankan, ladies and gentlemen. So, I am Cikgu Saiful Nizam bin Cik Ismail from SK Raja Bahar Kota Baru, Kelantan. I am excellent mathematics teacher. So, my presentation today is about the power of a teacher, the potential of a nation. So, after I received the awards, I focus on further enhancing my teaching methods and sharing best practices with a teacher at the school, district, state, national and international level. So I was invited to be a panel member in a forum at the International Conference on Supervision's Professionalism to discuss the quality of the teacher pedagogy in the digital era. And I also a presenter in the OTEPC International Forum Teaching Profession Development 2024 in Bangkok the last August. I also engaged in the professional development opportunity to continually improve my skills and stay updated with the latest education trends such as obtaining the international certification in big data and also in AI. I was also invited to participate in the teacher-made mathematics teaching aids for a primary school teacher course organized by Simeo Kitip in mathematics in Yogyakarta last April. After completing the course, I disseminate the knowledge to mathematics teacher in Malaysia, and tomorrow also workshop for Thai teachers. I also upgrade the herbs gardens at the schools to allow students to learn about natural life and educate them on loving the environment, supporting sustainable development goals. I add several single beehive to enable my students to apply mathematical knowledge in their daily life, such as measuring the volume of honey and selling it to the teacher at the schools. I also upgrade the mathematics garden to cultivate a culture of mathematics among my students. I brought the real world into the mathematics classroom to strengthen mathematical concepts among students. I adopt the SMILE approach, savvy, maintain, intimate, love, and engage in mathematics learning. To keep students focused during lessons, I establish a reward board. I buy gifts to place in the reward board every month. Students who complete their exercises receive the stickers, which they can exchange for gifts from the reward board. In the field of educational technology, I purchased 10 more laptops for students to use in the classroom. I trained them in digital technology, and they succeed in winning competitions at the state and national level, such as an Android applications development competitions, digital storytelling animation competitions, and Minecraft education challenge by teaching them to solve the current global issue. I also bought several microcontrollers to train my students to create a robotic innovation. At the end of the last year, I took my 30 students to the My Digital Maker Fair National Exhibition in Kuala Lumpur. Here, my students became exhibitors introducing their robotic innovation product to the visitors. In the future, I will further equip the ICT needs in the classroom so that each student has a digital device for learning. My efforts aim to nurture students' interest in STEM and produce digitally literate students who can change the future world. Let's code for our future. That's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, may I start my presentation with introduction. My name is Hai Chariya. I'm from Takeo Province, Cambodia. I am a mathematics teacher at Sok An Sambraong High School. Here are my outstanding achievements. First, I received the Best Teacher Award from Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport. Second, last year I received an award from Princess Mahachakri Siranthorn. Third, certificate of appreciation from my provincial governor and school principal for my best work. Recently, I got a gold medal from Ministry of Education, Youth and Sport for my good work. Let me move to my activity after granting PMCA. I continue to join the charities such as construction of school, bridge, road, and pagoda. I donate my book to other schools, and I reward outstanding students in my classroom. I also provide some LCD screen to my school, and the last one, I buy some bicycle for poor students. Moreover, I participate as a guest speaker to share teaching and student management experience to teachers in my country. And I provide the idea to make the school more developed. I share the experience with other teachers until they are become a good teacher in the national level. And I also gave an interview through online seminar about my activity to Thai and Cambodian teachers. I have the opportunity to give some idea to my principal until he got the admiration letter as a good school principal. On the other hand, I participate in compiling of documents in model standard school competition. And especially, I lead my students to join in Cambodia, Malaysia cooperation on storytelling project. This is my teaching and achievement activity, like teaching, experiment, practice, educational game, testing, student project work, checking homework, study club, and communication with guardian. Yes, it's my future plan. I continue research new techniques for teaching and learning, and I have developed my school to be a model school and have to have more good teachers. Collaborate to help students learn more effectively and have good morality. Finally, I have a saying that the good education creates the good life for people. Thank you very much.
The key message from these two teachers is that Mr. Saiful Nizam, he brought the real world into classroom. He made mathematics more fun, while Zagria from Cambodia said that she wants to create good education so that good education can create quality people. And she wants to make her school to be a model school with ethics and moralities. So those are the two teachers whose area of expertise are in mathematics. The fourth group are school management. There are school principals. And the fourth group consists of first Ms. Kim Phương Hương Mani from Lao PDR, and second is Mr. Nguyen Mai Hung from Vietnam.
เจ้าสบายดีก่อนอื่นขอเฮียนทานสมเด็จทานจงเคารพลำดับถืออย่างสูงเฮียนทานบรรดาทานแขกทั้งท่านยิ่งและท่านทรายที่หักแพงทั้งหลายข้าพเจ้าซื้อนางกิมเฟืองเฮืองมณีผู้เป็นอำนวยการโรงเรียนปฐมสมบูรณ์เพียใหม่เมืองละมามแกงสีกองก็อนุญาตรายงานเนาะแห่งบรรดาใจของการเป็นครูเห็นว่าอาชีพครูของพวกเราเป็นเวียกหนึ่งที่มีความหมายความสำคัญต่อกับเวียกงานการศึกษาและมีบทบาทในการสร้างคนในสังคมและอีกอันนึงก็มีปัญหาการขาดแคลนครูที่ข้าวตนเองเป็นเด็กหน่อยที่ได้เรียนชั้นประถมครูบ่เพียงพอฉะนั้นและเหตุให้ข้าพเจ้ารับการศึกษาบ่เต็มที่และในนั้นยังมีความใฝ่ฝันอยากมาเป็นครูอยากมาถ่ายทอดความรู้ให้แก่ล้านหน่อยนักเรียนเนาะเว้ารวมว่าเฉพาะก็คือในท้องถิ่นและในประเทศลาวภายหลังที่ได้รับรางวัลแล้วข้าพเจ้าก็ถือว่าได้รับทางขันเทิงเนาะภาครัฐกันนำขันเทิงได้ต้อนรับอย่างเป็นเกียรติและในนั้นข้าพเจ้าก็มีการรายงานและเผยแพร่ขยายเกี่ยวกับรางวัลสมเด็จเจ้าฟ้ามหาจักรีอยู่ขันโรงเรียนและก็ขึ้นอยู่ในขันกลุ่มและก็ได้ถอดถอนบทเรียนเกี่ยวกับการผลิตสื่อการเรียนการสอนเขาต่อกับครูอาจารย์ในโรงเรียนและต่อจากนั้นแล้วข้าพเจ้าก็ได้พันขยายและสร้างครูในโรงเรียนให้ได้รับตำแหน่งครูประสบการณ์และในหันข้าพเจ้าก็ได้ถือตัวคัดเลือกเขาร่วมฝึกอบรมอยู่เซี่ยงไฮ้ประเทศจีนและต่อจากนั้นก็ได้รับการแต่งตั้งเป็นครูฝึกของขันแขวงและก็ขันเมืองในนั้นเนาะที่ว่าข้าพเจ้าได้รับรางวัลแล้วข้าพเจ้าได้ช่วยสังคมก็คือจัดซื้อเครื่องกันตองน้ำให้นักเรียนได้กินในโรงเรียนเนาะและก็จัดซื้ออุปกรณ์เครื่องรับใช้กับเวียกงานการเรียนการสอนและก็สนับสนุนนักเรียนที่เขาความสอบเสียงนักเรียนเก่งอยู่ในขันเมืองและก็คือขันแขวงจัดแข่งขันศิลปะกีฬานี่แม่นเฮาได้รับรางวัลแล้วได้ให้รางวัลกับนักเรียนเนาะแล้วก็จัดกิจกรรมตอบถามวิทยาศาสตร์ประจำปีแล้วก็คือประจำภาคเรียนในนั้นโรงเรียนข้าพเจ้าก็ได้เข้าร่วมแข่งขันกีฬาตอนรับวันสร้างต่างของแข้งเซกองครบรอบ40 ปีและในหันเนาะโรงเรียนของข้าพเจ้าก็ได้สร้างสวนครัวของห้องแล้วก็ของโรงเรียนสามารถสร้างไร่หับจากพืชผักต่างๆประมาณ4 ล้านกว่าต่อปีและในนี้เนาะข้าพเจ้าก็ได้แนะนำสอนเกี่ยวกับปรุงน้ำมักสุรินทรีย์ก็ต่อกับครูอาจารย์และร้านหน่อยนักเรียนอยู่ในโรงเรียน นอกจากนี้แล้วชุมชนก็ได้มีส่วนร่วมเนาะทั้งโรงเรียนพวกเราก็ได้เฮ็ดกิจกรรมสอนหลักสูตรภูมิปัญญาท้องถิ่นเนาะคือยิบมักเบงแล้วก็ทงเนาะแล้วก็ซ่อมแปลงอาคารสถานที่โรงเรียนแล้วก็ออกแรงงานอนามัยอย่างต่างๆเนาะในนี้ก็ได้รับการสนับสนุนจากบริษัทมอนซุนวินเกี่ยวกับการติดตั้งไฟฟ้าในแต่ละห้องก็ถือว่าโรงเรียนข้าพเจ้าก็ได้รับเนาะได้ติดตั้งได้เรียบร้อยแล้วก็ได้ส้มใส่เฮ็ดให้เดี๋ยวนี้ดิเฮ็ดให้นักเรียนได้รับแสงสว่างได้ดีเนาะและนอกจากนั้นเพื่อสร้างความเข้มแข็งต่อกับทางด้านวิชาการการเรียนการสอนของครูอาจารย์อันที่หนึ่งและเป็นเพราะเราได้ฝึกซ้อมนักเรียนที่เรียนเก่งเกี่ยมจะได้ไปเซ็งอันนั้นเขาเซ็งนักเรียนเก่งอยู่ในขันเมืองหรือขันแขวงและอันที่สองมากก็แม่นได้สอนบำรุงนักเรียนที่เรียนอ่อนเนาะนี่คือผลสำเร็จในการอันนั้นเรียนการสอนของโรงเรียนในโรงเรียน3 4ก็คืออัตราการสอบเสียงนักเรียนจบสั้นป.5แม่นได้100%เนาะแล้วก็อัตราเลื่อนขั้นป.1แม่นได้95ได้98อัตราเลื่อนขั้นป.1 5 ป.4ก็แม่นได้98เนาะถือว่าเฮาได้ลื่นขาดหมายนอกจากนั้นอีกอัตราเลื่อนขั้นและจบสั้นป.1 ฮอดป.5ก็ได้98.54%เนาะและอัตราค่าห้องเนี่ยแม่นลดลงจาก1%เนาะอันนี้ก็ถือว่าผลสำเร็จในการตั้งด่านวิชาการของพวกเราก็ถือว่าได้ดีเนาะปานนี้ในแผนในอนาคตก็คือเพื่อเฮ็ดให้วิชาการเรียนการสอนเรามีผลดีขึ้นกว่าเก่าก็คืออันที่หนึ่งแม่นเฮาได้จัดการฝึกอบรมครูอันที่สองแม่นอยากไปทัศนะการศึกษาครูและนักเรียนต่างประเทศแล้วก็คือภายในประเทศและอันที่สามก็แม่นอยากจัดสื่อเครื่องอุปกรณ์เข้าในโรงเรียนและอันที่สี่มานี่ก็แม่นอยากบูรณะซ่อมแปลงอาคารสถานที่เนาะที่มันมีความเปเพอันนี้เป็นแผนของพวกเราในอนาคตผ่านการที่ว่ารายงานเป็นหมดเพียงเท่านี้ค่ะขอขอบใจอาจารย์
Xin kính chào công chúa Mahachaki Sirinhon, kính chào các quý vị đại biểu. Tên tôi là Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, đến từ Việt Nam, từ tỉnh Hòa Bình của Việt Nam. Tôi công tác tại trường Trung học phổ thông chuyên Hoàng Văn Thụ của Việt Nam. Tôi là người được nhận PMCA lần thứ 5 tại Bangkok năm 2023. Tôi rất vinh dự được trình bày các công việc của mình trong một năm vừa qua. Công việc đầu tiên của tôi đó là công việc quản lý. Tôi đã phối hợp chặt chẽ với ban giám hiệu của nhà trường để đưa ra các kế hoạch và thực hiện các kế hoạch đó, đồng thời tăng cường kiểm tra đôn đốc. Kết quả là trường tôi đứng đầu trong tỉnh Hòa Bình và xếp top giữa các trường chuyên, nâng cao vị thế của mình trong đất nước. Tôi cũng nhận được nhiều bằng khen và giấy khen về công tác quản lý do Ủy ban Nhân dân tỉnh cũng như là Bộ Giáo dục Đào tạo, Công đoàn ngành. Công việc thứ hai của tôi là một giáo viên địa lý. Tôi đã trực tiếp giảng dạy các lớp và số học sinh của tôi đạt giải tỉnh là 15 giải, đạt giải quốc gia là 4 giải. 100% học sinh của tôi đỗ tốt nghiệp và đạt điểm trung bình 8,8, trong đó có 4 em đạt điểm tuyệt đối 10/10. Tôi cũng tăng cường thiết kế các giờ dạy theo cái hướng mới và áp dụng các cái biện pháp, các cái giải pháp mới trong giảng dạy. Nhóm công việc thứ ba của tôi đó là giáo dục kỹ năng sống. Trong năm vừa qua thì tôi đã đưa ra 4 mô hình giáo dục kỹ năng sống. Mô hình thứ nhất đó là mô hình tranh biện. Có 14 cuộc tranh biện đã diễn ra ở trường Trung học phổ thông chuyên Hoàng Văn Thụ với các chủ đề khác nhau. Các chủ đề tranh biện đã nâng cao các cái kỹ năng giao tiếp ứng xử, các kỹ năng về hoạt động nhóm, và các cái kỹ năng để các em có thể tăng cường giao tiếp trong giai đoạn mới. Hoạt động giáo dục kỹ năng sống thứ hai đó là review trang sách và cuộc đời. Chúng tôi đã review được 14 cuốn sách chia làm 7 chuyên đề, và các cuốn sách này đều được lựa chọn phù hợp với các chủ đề hướng tới giáo dục Đức, thể, Mỹ. Chúng tôi cũng giáo dục kỹ năng sinh tồn như là kỹ năng phòng cháy chữa cháy, kỹ năng bị phản ứng trước các thiên tai, bão lũ. Các cái hoạt động về môi trường cũng được thúc đẩy như là nhặt rác ở các cái bờ sông hoặc các khu vực. Hoạt động thứ tư của tôi đó là hoạt động về giáo dục lòng nhân ái. Tôi đã thành lập câu lạc bộ giáo dục lòng nhân ái, mỗi một tháng đưa học sinh đến các địa phương, những nơi có hoàn cảnh khó khăn để hỗ trợ, giúp đỡ những người không may gặp phải thiên tai, bão lũ hoặc là bệnh tật, những người yếu thế trong xã hội. Tôi cũng đến các vùng đảo xa, những vùng biên giới để giúp đỡ đồng bào ở trên đó. Trong tương lai thì tôi tiếp tục phát triển những cái hoạt động mà tôi đang làm có hiệu quả, như là hoạt động quản lý, hoạt động giáo dục, hoạt động dạy học, hoạt động giáo dục kỹ năng sống, hoạt động nhân đạo từ thiện. Và trong năm học tới thì chúng tôi sẽ có những cái mô hình mới, những cái mô hình hướng tới việc là giáo dục kỹ năng sinh tồn của học sinh trước cái điều kiện thiên nhiên và thiên tai hiện nay đang hoành hành ở khắp mọi nơi. Xin cảm ơn. Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ
For this group of teachers, since they both are school principal, their common goal is to help the well-being and the surrounding in the schools that they manage. But at the same time, they give opportunities for the students to learn, to grow, to help them experience something new for their life in the future. The only difference between Mr. Hung and Mrs. Kim Phuong is that Mrs. Kim Phuong's students are from primary students, while Mr. Hung is secondary students and life skills so that they can grow into further education in the universities. But similarity is within the heart to help their students. So the last group is group 5. Group 5 is very interesting. Their area of expertise are community engagement. And this group consists of 3 outstanding teachers. From first, Philippines, Mr. Jervin Valencia. Second, Ms. Filomena Costa from Timor-Leste. And third, Mr. Niwat Ngamisuk from Thailand.
A Journey to Humanity. Her Royal Highness Princess Maha Serindon, the DepEd Philippines Region 1, our division, my Dingras National High School family, my family, and of course, my Philippine delegation, we thank you. The 7 key initiatives of Schools Division of Ilocos Norte, which ignited more after my PMCA awarding. The project Make a Tremendous Help or MAT. Ice cream for exam motivation. Mat harvest activity, including harvesting and cooking of their vegetables. Free ice cream. Monitoring the performance of learners towards household chores, cleaning, cooking, and others. Environmental activities, including the leading of my learners for a prayer. Mat Istiko, exam motivation. I am proud also to the project of my school mathematics department, wherein it is the 4 M's. We have here the different initiatives. Mat Iwas, Matino, Matakot, Mat Tutorial, Mat Ahon. And of course, the achievements of our learners wherein yesterday they received second place and third place in the regional level for the National Statistics Month competition. The Agbalagi project, or housing, wherein it is supported by stakeholders, local government, and provincial government. These are my previous projects back 4 years ago. And my projects after my awarding are follows. From 34 to 39 houses, connected electricity supply of 2 houses. And for this, almost 40 children in our province benefited through the MOS initiative, Ma'am Ginalyn Rumutap. Monitor the status of fire victim in Lawag City. Supervise the installation of 2 doors or windows of our fellow. Installation of 2 windows of Mario Baptista. Supported the Shason family under Ma'am Ginalyn Rumutap and Ma'am Mari Paz with 2 children in this family. Supported Alma Banyaga and Gerald Banyaga, wherein Alma is now with this second child. Received 50,000 from New Jersey Nurses Association through the IPAD, International Professionals Association of Dingras. So this is already the family of Brenda Dumayag with 3 children. Upcoming house, project for 3 senior citizens in Dingras, Ilocos Norte from the Philippine Nurses Association and of course, the International Professionals Association of Dingras. May sagot ayat para iti para pa project or the gift of love for a dream. Spearheaded food thanks activity and Christmas palaro, which benefited 60 children and 50 adults. Conducted year-end raffle and joy. This is during the visit of Thai Embassy, His Excellency Tul Traisorat, and of course, Chairman of the PMCA, Dr. Crisanapong. Bigas para sa bata, or rice for the children by Timba. Free haircut from Nogilis Salon and Team Cartib. School supplies and free ice cream from Team Godswin. Backyard to Kitchen project from the iPad and of course Dawe and the Boy Scouts of the Philippines. Gifts of love by the DepEd Center Office, Ma'am Vicky and friends. We have here Ma'am Marge Ballesteros. Shoes with a Heart by Queen Ace Fashion Shop and Grace Divina, benefited by 60 learners. 7 days of kindness before my birthday. First, broomstick distribution, 45 beneficiaries. School uniform and shoes for a learner in honor to the birthday of Princess Maha on April 2. Ice cream mode, shoes for a learner. School type B for a learner. Itchy ointment distribution. And last but not the least, ice cream mode again. Labor Radiant activity from the labor celebration. National Learning Camp, donation of snacks. Barangay Festival raffle draw by Angelo Macadbag and Mr. Saludares. Ice cream for the Barangay Fiesta. Celebration of womanhood, blessing, and victory for the Mother's Day and my victory as an awardee of the Princess Ma Chakri Award. Donation of 20,000 pesos for the vegetable seedlings in our school through Princess Ma Chakri Award Foundation. Partnered with the Share Your Spirit Singapore for a future project. It is ongoing for delivery by Adrian Soko. The Backyard to Kitchen project under the International Professionals Association, wherein yours truly is the implementer. Distribution of 24 seedlings each recipient on the 24th of December by iPad and in cooperation with the Boy Scouts of the Philippines. I am also indulged or involved in the scouting activities and the reservists of the Armed Forces of the Philippines under the Philippine Air Force, and I was invited to be speaker for the local and division activities of the Boy Scouts of the Philippines, including mathematics activities in our community. Motor for inspiration. And last but not the least, car for inspiration. This is Thailand car concept. For my future plan, the journey to humanity will continue through Princess Maha Chakri Award Foundation. Her Royal Highness, we salute you.
Thank you for the time giving to me. First of all, I would like to say thank you to God to bring me back here. I am so pleased to share with you all the activity I have done and achieved so far during the year in Timor-Leste, particularly in my hometown, Same, after receiving the awards. Before I begin, I would like to give my respect to Your Royal Highness Princess Maha Chakri Sirindon. The first thing I did at Thanksgiving Mass to thank God for everything I had received. I continue to work together with the community and all volunteer in home care to build a classroom for children to learn in their spare times. It means they can learn in classroom complete with table and chairs. This construction took 1 month and a half. I also work with National Timorese artists to do fundraising activity to support the home care for building 1 kitchen so that the children can use it. I also do charitable activity to the poor children who live in our home care and surrounding. This includes distributing food, clothes, and school stationery. I also help a college student by providing laptop to do her assignment. I also use my spare time to accompany the children in the afternoon activity, such as teaching them to read and counting as well as to learn other basic things. I also accompany the catechist group at the church, particularly in their administrative and their church activity. The local authority in my municipality also invite me to share my experience in relation to the award that I received. I share my experience to all the teachers and students in my municipality at the celebrating of East Timor Independence Day. Another great activity was celebrating the Her Royal Princess Maha Chakri Sirindon birthday with the little ones. Why I'm doing this? I would like them to know the Her Royal Highness Princess Maha Chakri Sirindon, a kind and a generous person who awards some fund to build their study room at the home care. To recognize my service that I have done for community, the authority in my municipality nominated me for the Sergio Vieira de Melo Awards. Sergio Vieira de Melo was a person who supported the process of Timor-Leste to form the government after the independence. I won the Sergio Vieira de Melo Awards in the part of socio-economic. From this prize, we finally built a chapel for children to use it in for prayer and mass. My future plan: get sponsors to support children education and food in home care. Build a fence around the home care. Do gardening for growing plants such as flower, herb, or vegetable at the home care. Build a library to help children to develop a reading culture. Build a mini laboratory for science and mathematics. Build a mini museum to assist the children to know about Timor-Leste history, culture, and tradition. Make Our Lady Fatima Grotto. Get a sponsor for 4-night soup kitchen activity and mobile library. This activity provides assistance to the people in rural areas who are in need. Let me close this presentation with a short video for you.
Thank you, Princess Masakri. We love you, and we pray for you.
Thank you.
ข้าพระพุทธเจ้านายนิวัฒน์เงินงามมีสุขครูศูนย์การเรียนชุมชนชาวไทยภูเขาแม่ฟ้าหลวงกลุ่มบ้านมอโกคีสังกัดกรมส่งเสริมการเรียนรู้ขอพระราชทานกราบบังคมทูลนำเสนอการดำเนินงานหลังจากได้รับพระราชทานรางวัลสมเด็จเจ้าฟ้ามหาจักรีประจำปีพุทธศักราช 2566 หลังจากได้รับพระราชทานรางวัลสมเด็จเจ้าฟ้ามหาจักรีประจำปีพุทธศักราช 2566 ข้าพระพุทธเจ้าได้มีโอกาสแลกเปลี่ยนเรียนรู้ประสบการณ์จากครูผู้ได้รับรางวัลจากประเทศต่างๆและได้เข้าร่วมประชุมสัมมนากับมูลนิธิและหน่วยงานต่างๆทำให้ได้รับความรู้ประสบการณ์เพิ่มขึ้นมากมายนำไปปรับใช้ในการจัดกระบวนการเรียนรู้บนพื้นที่สูงได้เป็นอย่างดีโดยมุ่งเน้นในการพัฒนากระบวนการเรียนรู้เป็นสำคัญการจัดกระบวนการเรียนรู้เด็กในวัยเรียนมีการวิเคราะห์ศูนย์การเรียนมีการพัฒนาหลักสูตรมีการจัดหาสื่อและมีการพัฒนาศูนย์การเรียนให้เป็นห้องเรียนแห่งการเรียนรู้ตลอดชีวิตของชุมชนการพัฒนากระบวนการเรียนรู้ผู้ใหญ่มีการพัฒนาหลักสูตรให้สอดคล้องกับสภาพปัญหาและความต้องการของชุมชนมีการจัดหาวัสดุอุปกรณ์การจัดการเรียนรู้เน้นการลงมือปฏิบัติจริงกิจกรรมกระบวนการเรียนรู้ที่ได้ดำเนินการและผลจากการพัฒนากระบวนการเรียนรู้การสร้างคุณธรรมจริยธรรมในศูนย์การเรียนผู้เรียนได้รับการพัฒนาด้านความคิดด้านจิตใจทำให้มีความรู้หน้าที่มีจิตฐานะและช่วยเหลือผู้อื่นกิจกรรมศูนย์เรียนรู้กาแฟมอโกคีประชาชนผู้สนใจนักท่องเที่ยวหน่วยงานราชการนำเกษตรกรขึ้นมาศึกษาดูงานเพื่อส่งเสริมให้มีการประกอบอาชีพร่วมกับป่าและเกิดการอนุรักษ์ป่าต้นน้ำการส่งเสริมการใช้พลังงานโซลาร์เซลล์มีการจัดอบรมตามศูนย์การเรียนต่างๆมีการให้ความรู้ผ่านยังห้องเรียน Facebook ทำให้ประชาชนมีความรู้สามารถรู้ระบบดูแลระบบมีไฟฟ้าใช้และมีแนวโน้มในการใช้มากขึ้นโครงการสร้างป่าสร้างรายได้บวชป่าและการประกาศแนวเขตป่าทำให้เกิดเขตพื้นที่ป่าและทำให้เกิดเขตแนวกันไฟจากแปลงโครงการสร้างป่าและแปลงโครงการบวชป่าทำให้เกิดการอนุรักษ์ทรัพยากรธรรมชาติและสิ่งแวดล้อมในชุมชนการขยายผลกระบวนการเรียนรู้โดยร่วมกับกสศมหาวิทยาลัยราชภัฏกำแพงเพชรแม่สอดกรมส่งเสริมการเรียนรู้จัดโครงการขยายผลพัฒนากาแฟเนื่องจากพื้นที่อำเภอท่าสองยางยังมีอีกหลายหมู่บ้านที่ยังไม่มีความรู้ในเรื่องของการแปรรูปกาแฟเพื่อการเพิ่มมูลค่าและส่งเสริมการอนุรักษ์จึงได้จัดโครงการนี้ขึ้น โดยมีครูสสช.แม่ฟ้าหลวงสำรวจข้อมูลหมู่บ้านที่มีความต้องการจัดกระบวนการเรียนรู้ศึกษาดูงานจัดซื้อวัสดุอุปกรณ์และมีการติดตามประเมินผลอย่างต่อเนื่องผลจากการดำเนินงานทำให้เกิดกลุ่มกาแฟวัดบรลูและกลุ่มกาแฟเลอดอโดทำให้ผู้เข้าร่วมโครงการมีความรู้ในเรื่องของการแปรรูปกาแฟมีการกระจายความรู้ไปยังหมู่บ้านข้างเคียงเกิดแหล่งเรียนรู้กาแฟในชุมชนและเกิดการอนุรักษ์ทรัพยากรธรรมชาติและสิ่งแวดล้อมในชุมชนปัญหาและอุปสรรคยังมีอีกหลายบ้านที่มีความต้องการในเรื่องของการจัดการเรียนรู้แต่ยังไม่สามารถเข้าไปจัดได้เนื่องจากแต่ละหมู่บ้านอยู่ห่างไกลการเดินทางในฤดูฝนด้วยความยากลำบากและยังขาดแคลนวัสดุอุปกรณ์ในการพัฒนาแผนงานในอนาคต 1. จัดทำศูนย์เรียนรู้ที่บ้าน 2. จัดทำสื่อวิดีโอเกี่ยวกับสภาพปัญหาและความต้องการของประชาชนบนพื้นที่สูงการเป็นครูสสช.แม่ฟ้าหลวงนั้นได้รับโอกาสในการเข้าไปช่วยเหลือประชาชนผู้ด้อยโอกาสในถิ่นทุรกันดารทำให้ประชาชนมีคุณภาพชีวิตที่ดีขึ้นมีความรู้รักชาติรักสถาบันรักแผ่นดินเกิดทุกๆครั้งที่ข้าพระพุทธเจ้าได้นึกย้อนกลับไปในสิ่งที่ได้เข้าไปช่วยเหลือนั้นรู้สึกมีความสุขทุกครั้งและมีความภาคภูมิใจในความเป็นครูข้าพระพุทธเจ้าจะพัฒนาตนเองและตั้งใจปฏิบัติหน้าที่บนพื้นที่สูงให้ดีที่สุดและให้สมกับที่ได้รับรางวัลสมเด็จเจ้าฟ้ามหาจักรีนี้ไปตลอดชีวิตด้วยเกล้าด้วยกระหม่อม
This last group, their area of expertise is community engagement. As you can see, they are engaging community in various ways. Miss Philomena or first Mr. Jervin, even though he's a mathematics teacher, but he used his spare time to help build the house for the community and giving back. Miss Philomena, she's presently a Indonesian language teacher, but her spare time, she built a daycare child center to help the community raise young kids. And Mr. Niwat, as you can see, he lived in the remote area in Tha Song Yang, but at the same time, he also contribute to the community, build the skills so that they can generate income. All these 11 teachers, they have different area of expertise. They have come from all walks of life, but they have the same purpose. They have the same heart. That is the heart of giving. They never stop giving and they never stop changing the life of their students. Thank you very much and may it please Your Royal Highness.